Before I begin with the training, I'm going to say a couple things. One, I broke my microphone receiver, so I can't use my microphone for the voiceover. So I ordered another set, but feel stupid because I tossed my phone and voila, I broke it. Hee hee. Two, you'll notice here that I am using what I thought was acceptable equipment for block pulls, but I was admonished today by the owner of the gym. I was basically Planet Fitnessed and told that I was making too much noise and that metal on metal was disturbing other gym goers. But I guess, yeah. So I will not be using those anymore. I instead bought crash pads, which I will be using next week. I informed the gym owner. He did not respond, so who knows if he thinks that's not acceptable or not, but I'm going to use them.
Whoop, whoop. What up, what up? So, your girl is feeling pretty strong today, which is nice. The new mantra is pathetic but strong. Pathetic because I am a woman of this age, can't find a decent job, can't make my life into much of anything, but I can pick up weight, which nobody cares about, except for me. I give a fuck about it. It's very important to me. Really important. Like the only thing I have going for me these days. I did something today that I would not normally do. I warmed up my first set with just 70 kilos, easy enough. And usually from there, I would put two 20-kilo plates on the bar and move up to 110, pretty manageable. It's not too different from what I do with freedom units. I'll go from 135 to 225. But somebody was using the blue plates. So because I was like, well, I could either just jump to the reds or I could get the yellows and the fire, and just like, we're not doing all that shit. So I went ahead and I fucking slapped the other reds on there, and we ended up warming up with 120 kilos after 70. Not something I would do all the time, but it was fine. Plus, these are block pulls, so it's not like, you know, pulling from the floor, maybe a little bit different. But it moved well enough, and I'm only supposed to be doing these at 285 pounds, but it's actually more like 286-ish, because these are kilo plates, and I'm not putting a bunch of change on them to get there. So I'm having a resty rest before we do the rep out, which is supposed to be at 8, for 8 reps. I think I'll probably just be able to get there. But I'm allowing myself plenty of rest, and I'm going to go pee. Because if not, I think I might pee on this platform, which I really don't give a fuck about. But other people might be like, what are you doing? So we're not going to do that. Anyway, I'm having a good time today. I was looking forward I took 2 days off to do this because I was fucking wrecked from, what is today? Wednesday, from Sunday's training. And depending on how this goes, I might have having to take another 2 days off because my body is finally like, yo, bitch, you need to like chill. So that plus the stress and everything. But we'll see how this goes. I think it'll go okay. But I'm not even going to keep talking about it. I got the plan. The plan is go potty, come back, rest a few more minutes, and fucking nail this shit. I will mic up for that, though, just to get it on the really real. There's my butt print. All right. I would not be taking the microphone into the bathroom with me. Basically, what I was saying was that I was noticing that I was kicking the bar out. Maybe it picked up, I don't know. And I don't like when I do that on deadlifts, regular deadlifts, or block pulls. You want the clean, straight bar path, but you start to get into your head because it's a little heavier, and so then you're like, oh shit, I have to do this. You ain't got to do that. I just got to trust that my big old back is strong enough to move this shit. And it is. Remember, pathetic but strong. Pathetic but strong. That's the mantra. That's where we are. I'm going to get a little bit of ammonia just because, you know, it's fun. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. But definitely do ammonia if you can. Or don't. I don't know. Don't do ammonia either. Do whatever the fuck we want. Alright, we're gonna put the flour on when I go. But first I wanna get some salt. Ah! Woo! 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 Ammonia is a real fucking fuck up thing, but it's okay. Alright. I think we're fucking ready. Go! One more. I made it though. This shit was hard. I could like feel it. I was like towards the end. It was like, are you gonna be able to do this? Yeah, it's fine. Definitely gets a little bit heavier, and it's so fun now. I mean, we don't do this because it's easy. We do it because it's fun and heavy, and I don't know what the fuck's going on with this thing. In the middle of my set, my music cracked out on me, so I was like, oh shit, I don't have my music. It's fine, but you know, it's better when you have your music. Alright, now let's go bench. This is going to be actually the real test because my shoulder was all fucked up on Sunday. But, oh, fuck me, man. Pathetic but strong, that's what we are! Woo. So, surprisingly, bench is going very well. And I say that because my shoulders on Sunday, they were not very happy with me. With not both of them, mostly my left shoulder. And that was also because I found out after the fact that I was going 5 pounds too heavy on my work sets. Because I'm an idiot. That's right, I'm stupid. But we already knew that. So I was like, the whole time I was like, what the fuck? Why is it so hard? And then I looked at it, it's like, and I know that sounds stupid, like 5 pounds, but first of all, when you're overtrained and you're fatigued, any little bit of weight is going to feel heavier. Anyway, so rep out set on this is for 10. I think I got that. So we're going to see. Yeah. Oh, you going to try it? Oh, man. Yay! I mean, this was really light, but you gotta take your victories when you can. So I am happy. But also, we'll start reading my program because that's smart. Okay, so let's do some leggy pressy, which I do not like. I don't care how many times I've done leg press, and I've done it lots, and it's a great exercise for building legs without osteo loading, back squats. But I just don't like it. I never have. Don't think I ever will. Uh, but here we go. Better 8, slow and low. That is a simple. Let's go. Let's go. One more. Hey. Ah. Wow. Again, not my favorite movement, but I would prefer to use the belt squat, but the belt squat is broken. I don't know if you can see that or not. Just because I think it's, I don't know, I just like the belt squat better. But that belt squat has a really bad habit of breaking. It broke a lot at my gym that I had here before I moved away. But strangely, it was always in service in DC. I think that's because nobody used it. People are intimidated by it. You look at it, they're like, what do I do? And that's the same for any a piece of equipment in the gym. You go in and you're like, how does this work? Usually there's someone there that you can ask for this instructions. But sometimes even that is intimidating. I used to be that person. Fortunately, I'm not anymore. I like to think I can help somebody if they're ever like, how do I use this thing? Like, let me show you. It's quite simple and a lot of fun. And a great way to build legs. But I would usually do that over this. Do not like it. I'm trying to get that kind of deep, low stretch that I've seen is supposed to be really good. But this is not necessarily a leg press that's designed for that kind of thing. So, because like the foot panel doesn't bend, and I would need it to move a little bit so that I can really get that that optimal location for the stretch the way it's supposed to be. But you do what you can, right? So that was the first set of 8. Didn't suck. Didn't love it. And we're going to do another set of 8 and then whatever the rep out is. But I'm not filming that shit.
So my microphone was actually still, or the receiver was still not broken at this point, but I thought I had turned on the mic and I didn't. Anyway, so this is the rep out of push press for, I got it for 15. I don't remember how much I got it for last week. I think it may have been around the same. 75 pounds. This time I didn't have to use my belt. I used my belt last week because I was feeling pretty craptacular. So this wasn't so bad. I think all of these reps look pretty strong. I'm still on the fence about whether or not there's a benefit to doing OHP and push press on the same day as bench. Especially there seems to be a real consensus that that's a lot of work for the front delts. But, we did it. These reverse Nordics, I'm trying them now with this bench. I had been doing them with the band, and I may still go back to doing that because I've noticed with the band I can get a much deeper stretch. But I also would like to try to do them eventually without the band, and that's going to require some core strength underneath my gut. These were not perfect. They were, they're a work in progress. I'm not pleased with them 100%, but that's the whole idea, is just to keep working on them. After this, I also did some lateral raises, and I think that was it. I'm just going to, I think maybe one of the reasons why I'm getting so tired is I'm kind of killing it with accessories. So we're probably just going to start doing 2 to 3 per session. And yeah, that was it. Thank you for watching.